like to talk to you about the gangster rap controversy, if I may.
I'm not a gangster rapper.
Sir, there's been a lot of controversy here concerning gangster rap. May we talk to you about it for a moment? Mr. Shakur, with all due respect, you've been charged with shooting 2 off-duty police officers. There's a sexual assault charge against you, sir. Do you worry about the message this might send out to the people who buy your music?
No, my people that buy my music should understand that we have a wonderful judicial system in this country, and it works. And I have to go through the system just like everybody else. I've only been charged. I've not been convicted of any crime, so I think my supporters and people to know.
Piece you got here, man.
What she say? What other pictures? What other pictures, baby? I didn't delete all the pictures. What other pictures you talking about?
So, Haitian Jack was like the Black Kaiser Sose for a long time. Did he exist? Was he just a name that Tupac said in a song as a stand-in for somebody else? Well, Haitian Jack, as we all know now, is very real. And it's amazing that Gully TV was able to go down to Dominican Republic and get, I guess, the first exclusive interview with him since he's been there. Haitian Jack is somebody that came out of the early 80s in New York, supposedly was a extortion artist, somebody well known to police who moved in the highest of criminal circles. When Biggie and Tupac were launching their careers, Haitian Jack was already a well-known figure in the nightclubs and on the streets of New York. He dated Madonna, and you know, he was really kind of a secret and important part of the mid to late 90s in the hip-hop world. Who knows what business dealings he had with who. I think that Jimmy Henchman was a friend of his, and of course Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack are at the center of most of the rumors and innuendo and even actual accusations from supposed confessed shooters who are now in federal prison in the shooting of Tupac Shakur at the Quad City Studios. Haitian Jack is a man that knows many secrets, and he's probably never going to tell them. And Haitian Jack is also somebody that I'm sure, even from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, can reach out and touch people here in the United States right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a reappearance on American soil sometime soon. As to the question, is he a quote-unquote snitch? What does that even mean these days? I don't know. He certainly is a brilliant tactician, because for somebody who's been accused of so many things, he escaped relatively unscathed, and there's no real paperwork showing he's a snitch, but that doesn't mean he's not, but who knows? So Haitian Jack, a true enigma, somebody very important to the time period when hip-hop went from being a big deal to being very central to the cultural landscape and integral to the economy of the music business in the United States. Shout out to Gully TV for getting the interview. This was brought to you by American Dope, AmericanDope.com. You can get this jacket online, AmericanDope.com, our profit.
Want 5 minutes on there, something's all good.
Okay.
We can record and tell them.
I want that, man. We're on Gully TV right now, Ross. Ricky Ross says.
Shout out to Gully TV. You already know, man. This is the boss Ricky Ross.
My nigga. Rose, talk to me, baby.
This is my nigga Jamil. This Gully TV right here, Rose. Huh?
It's a spot you eat at. You eat here often?
Nah, this is on the way to where we're going. Otherwise, I don't come here.
So you can just pull up at a random spot and the food gonna be good over here.
Yeah. Dinero. Cuatro. Aguacate. Pequeño. Con eso, no, lo mismo. Pon el mismo.
There's a reason why you came down here, because you can tell the truth from the lie.
Right.
That's right. As soon as you came down here, that shit raised all hell, but guess what? They had a different respect for you now, though.
Definitely. I was thinking about that this morning.
Chicago, my nigga, my OG gangster disciple called me last night.
Okay.
He told me niggas in Chicago still think I'm a myth.
Yeah, it was like that. That type of aura was around you, bro.
Yo, they don't make a myth out of a motherfucker unless he's a giant. Okay? That means the shit that we hear about this nigga is just too unbelievable. Hey, he can't be real. You feel me?
Right.
That's the definition of a myth, my nigga.
Music that was like, you know, that was the tip of the iceberg for a lot of us. But this song has grown in significance and allegorical meaning over the last 25 years, and I'm thinking that it's probably the #1 hip-hop diss track of all time. The song, I listened to the song that there was a being in the hip-hop industry in the 90s who pretty much did what he wanted, uncontested. He said what he wanted, he did what he wanted. A lot of people befriended him. A lot of women thought that he was spectacular. Reputation, Brooklyn stick-up boy, but if you ask him that yourself, he'll admit to it. Same thing he told Ice-T and Soledad O'Brien. He said, I rob drug dealers. That's what he said he does. So essentially, it isn't a myth. It's the truth. And I spent 4 days extracting the truth.
I got some rules here. Where's the lobby boy? All right.
How did you actually meet Pac?
I met Pac at this club. They were throwing a birthday party for me.
Okay.
And my nigga G George, a comedian from Harlem, brought him to my table. He said he told G George, who that nigga with all the champagne over there and all the women? G George, that's my nigga Jack. He said, yeah, man, you wanna meet him? He said, yeah. So he started to walk with G George. He said, no. I gotta go tell him first, homie. Then you come see it. That's what me and Benny shot. By this pool over here. George, hold this for me. Yeah, we shot right here by this pool.
Who put y'all together, you and Benny? Whose idea was it for you to work with Benny?
It was kind of accidental, to be honest with you, because I called Benny trying to get my money from this Tupac picture, but I knew Benny from LA from back in the days, you know? Mm-hmm. But when I called him, you know, he was always good to me, you know what I mean? So once he helped me get to the LT Hutton to get my money, me and him just start reconnecting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just felt like he got a raw deal on the Tupac movie. Because they gave him such a short time. They gave him 2 weeks to prep for that movie, dog.
Right.
And
he could have did better.
To be honest with you, I saw the movie and I didn't see nothing wrong with it. I heard people talking about it. But when I saw it, I didn't see what he did wrong, especially with the time he had to work with. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
What keeps the brain spinning?
You gotta get in the back, man. The back got a bunch of bags.
She's up all night to get sold. I'm up all night to get sold. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lost. I'm up all night to get sold. I'm up all night to get sold.
What's good, New York City? It's your boy Haitian Jack on the DR. Let you see what it look like, man. Don't believe the hype. This ain't a third world country, my nigga. You feel me? It's all beautiful. All beautiful. My nigga Big Scoots, I love you, boy. I know you be home soon, my nigga. They got the keys. Yeah, that's all it was, my nigga. Yeah.
Listen, you get some real chicken Dominican food.
I'm gonna grab some lunch right now, Hatch. Meet you right back. That's what I'd be asking. I was with my nigga Charlie, and I saw a nigga looking at me. He was with his chick. So I said, "Yo, Charlie, what the fuck is that nigga, man? Why you keep looking at us?" He said, "You don't remember, nigga? You shot that nigga." I said, "I shot that nigga." He said, "Yeah, man. You blew that nigga kneecaps out, both of them." I said, "Yeah." Okay, then we finish eating. Let me go talk to him. So we finished eating. I went up to him. I said, "What's up, homie?" Yeah, what's up? He was with his girl. I said, "Playboy, why you looking at me so hard, my nigga?" He said, "Man, you know, Jack, I ain't deserve this." I said, "Playboy, you was at the wrong place at the wrong time, my nigga. You was with the wrong niggas."
Right.
When I came that night, I gave everybody a piece of the action. You feel me?
Right.
I said, if you feel you got a problem with that, right, I can take you to a worse place.
Huh.
You think just being on a motherfucking wheelchair or something, my nigga. I put you in a motherfucking wooden tuxedo. And then you'll know that it can get worse. Dig? I'm not here to apologize, Playboy. My thing is, you was with some dirty motherfuckers. I came to give them the business. You happen to be there. That it is what it is, my nigga. You know what I mean? Hate it or love it. It is what it is. I said, "What's up, Larry?" He's like, "What's up, Jack?" I said, "You alright?" He said, "Nah, man, the police putting glass in my food." They was putting glass in his hamburgers, my nigga.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And stomping a nigga out.
Oh, they was whooping him.
Yeah, they was fucking Larry up, my nigga. Fucking Larry up.
What year you was on the island with him?
86. After the riot. After the riot, we set that shit off in C95. That's why if I ever go, I mean, I'm never going back to Rikers Island ever in my life, but they'll never put me in C95 or any other building except HDM. They got that shit on record. He's never allowed in this building.
Right.
Like I want to be in their building.
What does HDM stand for?
Housing for Dangerous Men. And that's what's in that motherfucker Playboy. Nobody played at age, man. You better come with it. You gonna get tested.
We had a previous conversation about the real 50 Cent. You see that he had a documentary out, produced and directed by Jimmy Henchman, where he was portrayed to be like a bloodthirsty stick-up kid that did what he wanted in Brooklyn and shit.
Man, listen. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. That nigga ain't never saw more than $5,000 or $10,000 on the stick-up. I don't know what the fuck they talking about. What he did do, when he did rob something with one of his homies, he turned around and robbed his homies up. Tried to set his homies up to get robbed. And he found out his own friends killed him, so. That's what happens to all filthy niggas, man. Sooner or later, man. I got no fucking props or respect for that nigga.
Right.
I remember he's on Rikers Island and beating the shit out of him downstairs. And everybody,
too little to defend himself?
Yeah, very real skinny. So I was upstairs. That's when right before I set off the riot, I was upstairs in 4 Top, and he was in the lowers. And niggas was like, "Yo, man, you know, niggas beating 50 up." And I said, "Yeah, I paid no mind." And then 2 girls came to see me, you know. One of them was fucking with them at the time. I ain't gonna call their names, my homegirls. And it was like, "Jack, you look out for them." I said, "I can't do that. I can't attach my name to that kind of shit. I don't fuck with any nigga that turn around and flip on his homies."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no moral compass, nigga. I don't fuck with you.
So more than likely, a lot of his problems on the island stem from shit that the little nigga did on the street.
Yeah, so you know he's getting his just due. Get your just due, handle it, my nigga.
Right.
You feel me? You do dirt come right back at you, my nigga. This world is round for a reason, playboy. What goes around comes around. You know what I mean? If I was living foul, my nigga, I wouldn't be here. All this shit they put on the internet, 99% lies. If I was a fucked up nigga, hey, knowing the niggas I was running with, if you knew the niggas I was running with, if I was a fucked up nigga, niggas would have aired me out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? The reason I'm still here, my niggas, because my niggas love me, homie. Fuck with me if you want to. Them niggas will tear your goddamn ass up. You and your crew. So, I don't live foul, nigga. Make sure my niggas are alright. One thing I don't do, I don't rob my friends or kill my friends. We got a problem, we go our separate ways.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got niggas feel like they gotta kill their friends. To prove what? You know this nigga's mother, his sister, or his kids, and then you still kill him. You's a piece of shit. You know? There ain't nothing two friends can't work out. You know? It just might take some time to be worked out. But it can be worked out. I don't kill none of my friends.
Right.
Or rob them.
Right.
Alright. First of all, today I'm going to give a different interview. I want to address a few things with the Tupac disciples out there. First of all, let me start off by saying, rest in peace, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Small, and all the soldiers who died in this fabricated war by the propaganda machine, which I call Suge Knight. What y'all need to understand is, right, this is 2018. Pac got killed in 1996, which makes it 22 years. I'm going to show you why that number makes sense. Pac got shot in 1994 and robbed, and which left a month left, December. And then you got 12 months in 95, that makes it 13 months. You got 9 more months in 96, which makes it 22 months. So he was able to give his statements for 22 months, his grievances, let off any steam he wanted to for 22 months. And now he's been dead 22 years. Ironically, right? So, this is my thing. Pac got shot in 94 on November, and he went to the hospital. He gave up some interviews there. He talked to reporters. Then he got sentenced, I think the day or the week, that same week, went to jail, had interviews with various journalists, right? Not one time did Pac say, Jack snitched on me on that case, right? Different trials. What does that mean, my nigga? Dudes have different trials all the time, okay? Because they feel they got a better chance to win on their own. That's normal for those of you who don't know the game, right? My thing is this. He never said nothing when he was in jail. He never said nothing when he got out of jail. And he had over 100 interviews. Not one time did he say, Jack snitched on me, told on me, or showed any proof. Paperwork. His lawyer got to get paperwork from the DA. If I said something or signed something, his lawyer is entitled to that information. It's called discovery for you niggas who don't know what that is, right? So all I want to know is this. These 22 months Pac had to get at me. He only got at Big and Puff. I mean, yeah, Big and Puff won't hit him up. He didn't get at me. He didn't say Jack did this, Jack did that. But because as soon as he died, this song comes out. Now why didn't this song come out when Pac was alive? Because Pac knew it was a lie. Because Pac knew that song was never supposed to come out. That was just something they would do in the studio, you know, and just talking shit, weed it up. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Daz, weed it up and said some slick shit out of his mouth.
I'm gonna get a story I'm gonna give to protect the innocent and to protect the guilty.
It was in a setup. You sound like a setup, bitch. Flat out.
It was a setup, bitch. Like I said before, her and Herschel Jack, Haitian Jack, call him Herschel because he was snitching and running and shit. You a gangster, you killing niggas, but you also snitching too, boy. That's a deadly combination. A killer, a snitch, that's a deadly combination in the hood. Leave that motherfucker alone.
Now, I'll put it like this. Yes, you right, my nigga. You don't need to explain yourself to nobody, playboy. Because you didn't talk about nobody but me. So, when I get back up top, you feel what I'm saying? We'll see each other. And I'm willing to hear why you said what you said without having any proof, playboy. You understand? If you call yourself a street nigga, you know the code. You gotta have paperwork if you're gonna talk like that about another man. I would never say that. I go around saying you're a child molester. You fuck little boys in the ass. But I ain't got no proof, so I'm not gonna say that, playboy. Do me a favor, homie. The next time you smoking that shit and you feel like saying some slick shit out your mouth, make sure you got the paperwork in front of you to show the audience what the fuck you talking about. Otherwise, when we see each other, you understand what I'm saying? I want to see your proof, my nigga. You know? That's all I'm saying. Getting back to Pop now. That song was never supposed to come out. What Suge did, he added wood to the fire. And Pac is a fire that's always burning. And all you gotta do is add wood to it, and it's gonna go. The flames are gonna go higher. And he set that boy up and lost his life. Now, many of you are saying that if what happened at Quad didn't happen, you know, Pac wouldn't have ended up in jail. No, but it ain't the Quad thing that put Pac in jail. It was the bitch, that lying little slut that was on Vlad TV that put him in jail, right? And I'm gonna get my day in court with her. I'm gonna address her later on. So when you look at all the facts, is this: number one, if she never made those false accusations against Pac and me and Fuller, Pac would have never went to jail and had to sign his life over to show. You feel me? That's number one. Number two, Pac getting set up at Quad. Pac knew he was being set up, playboy. Pac went over there with his gun knowing he was being set up and went anyway because he wanted to show whoever was calling him that he ain't scared. He brought his gun and his ego. What he doesn't realize, right, Brooklyn niggas move a little different, homie. You know, and Pac ain't ready for that. That's not his life. He come from theater and acting. And this was a no show. This was the real deal. You know what I'm saying? And they got at him. Let me tell you something about me. I would never order a hit on Pac or set Pac up because I don't set my friends up and I consider Pac a friend. Anyone who knows me throughout my whole life knows this. I don't rob my friends, I don't set them up, and I don't hurt my friends. Because if I did, I wouldn't be here. Because what goes around comes around. You feel me? So that would never happen. And another thing, if I set Pac up, I would just tell you I set Pac up. Because I'm not afraid of none of you niggas, playboy. Are you kidding me, my nigga? Huh? You don't even want to see my team. Believe me when I tell you. And they out here. And they hungry. And they want to get at y'all. But I'm not going to do that. Because you niggas ain't worth none of my niggas going back to jail. That's number one. Number two, who's scared to tell y'all we set Pac up? You understand? If I did it, I'd tell you. The nigga who did it, he should just tell y'all, because he's never coming home either. So he might as well be honest and just say, look, man, I'm the nigga that set Pac up. And be done with this bullshit. You understand what I'm saying to you? And the second part of it is this, though. Pac went over there for $2,500. If he felt $2,500 was enough for him to almost lose his life and get robbed, that's not nigga that's thinking. If you know you're being set up, dog, fall back. Tell a nigga you can't and see who runs out of the building, who moves. Then you know who to look for. You understand? Like I said, if I set Pac up, I just tell you, because number one, the statute of limitation ran out. Number two, we ain't scared of nobody out there that want to defend Pac, man. If that be the case. You know what I'm saying? We ain't hard to find, playboy. Give us a call. Send your number to Gully. I'll call you and we'll meet up somewhere when I get back up top. You feel me? And whatever grievance you got, you know what I'm saying? We can fix that. We can work on it. You know what I mean? I'll definitely adjust it for you, my nigga. You understand? Don't come at me with no gangster shit. Oh, yeah, Jack, yeah, such and such, you know, Rob from 303 and Zeke from 101. You know what I'm saying? Put your real name up there, nigga, and your phone number. Yeah, you call yourself a tough guy talking about you want to see me. Cut it out, little nigga. Man, I've been knocking niggas down since 1977, nigga. You wasn't even born, little nigga. You know what I'm saying? Bow down to a nigga that's greater than you, little nigga. Alright? You ain't ready for me and what I got coming for you. You don't want to see none of my niggas playboy. But this ain't the message I want to send. But I'm getting tired of you motherfuckers talking about this snitch shit. You ain't got no motherfucking paperwork. 1996, Pac been dead. It's 2018. When you gonna show the paperwork, my nigga? When you gonna show it? Where's it at? And besides that, who did I put in jail? My whole motherfucking life, right? Who? Not one nigga has come on the internet and even lied and said Jack put me in jail. Don't make up no paperwork now and don't go find nobody to lie because he had 22 motherfucking years to do it. Alright? Go to his lawyers to get the paperwork or go get the court transcript. Public knowledge, my nigga. You feel me? My thing is this, man. Until y'all get some proof, just do me a favor and shut the fuck up. Fade to black, Jamel.
My name is Jamil Lindsay, Erie, Pennsylvania, internationally known as the Dribble on Gully TV. Started Gully TV in like 2004, you know, coming out of the penitentiary. Initially, I was an author. I was writing books. I had a publishing deal with Triple Crown Publishing. After that book, you know, the book craze or whatever, after that shit burnt out, I needed to find something else to do. I tried to sell Gully TV, the pilot for Gully TV, to Vicky Stringer from Triple Crown Publishing, but she wasn't too much trying to hear it, so I ended up going out on my own, and ultimately I was trying to make a DVD. One DVD. I wanted to make a nice hip-hop DVD. Shit, I never thought about having volumes, none of that. I just wanted to put out a DVD, and one door led to, you know, the next, and before I knew it, I was like consumed by the whole hip-hop community, mainly in Harlem and shit. I made my name in Harlem, uptown. Head Ice, the Diplomats, 40 Cal, Uncasa, J.R. Ryder, Joel Santana. I really caught fire, you know, fucking with the Dipset. Shout out to Sin City. I caught fire fucking with them, and everybody was, you know, kind of like graduating to the next stage. Arliss Michaels, who was a DVD guy like me, he has the Professional Chiller now. That's a web series. French Montana, he ended up being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? What's up, my nigga? So, I knew that's what you wanted to talk about. We play tomorrow at 3. Come check us out. Oh, shit. Anyway, yeah, one door led to the next, and, you know, everybody was like, kind of like going to the next level, and there was nothing else for Gully TV to do but try to compete. I had too much time and money invested into my brand, so I didn't want to give it up. I just kept going. The gangster genre documentary pieces that I'm known for, that shit just fell in my lap. It was something that I ended up being good at. I look at them as, you know, like visual book reports. I was always good at doing book reports in school, and that's what, you know, lot of these pieces that I be doing are essentially book reports. Haitian Jack was an interesting character, an interesting, I don't know, rumor. I try to read as much as possible about him online. That's something that I do. I'm a connoisseur of, you know, urban history and shit like that. And I couldn't really find a lot on him, and that interested me more. So I ventured out and started to, you know, ask people about him. And late 2000, early 2017, I moved to California, and I was rocking this T-shirt. I had a T-shirt made that said, "I want to interview Haitian Jack." I ended up, while I was out there, I interviewed Yuck from the Loonies, and I was rocking the Haitian Jack T-shirt. So I was in a company of some high-profile people with this T-shirt on, and it made it back to Benny Boom, the movie director. At this time, Benny was working with Jack. The movie All Eyes on Me had just recently been released, and Benny was in touch with Jack because of that. They agreed that they was gonna, you know, probably put out, you know, Pac had his All Eyes on Me shit, and there was a character in there named Nigel. Jack wanted his whole movie. That's just how he give it up. Ain't no cut no corners with him. But anyway, Benny Boom told him about me. From that point on, he started checking me out. This is how he give it up. This is how he tell it to me. He started checking me out and shit. And he liked my style. That's it. I was selected and chosen, you know, blessed with the opportunity to fly to the Dominican Republic and ask him some questions and shit. Again, the whole play, I have to attribute it to him. It was his decision. He found me. He was in a whole nother country and he spotted me. So I appreciate the opportunity. Lastly, I just have to say this. There's I don't know, a reputation surrounding Haitian Jack where they try to place the snitch thing on him. I want everybody to know, you know, y'all watching, y'all listening to this, I'm gonna profile the snitch niggas. I'm not saying Haitian Jack's a snitch, I'm just saying I'm gonna profile who I want. I'm gonna talk to, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna interview Alpo Martinez and shit. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not in the streets. I was in the streets for 20-some years and shit. I'm not a criminal. I don't have no co-defendants. Anything that these niggas did, they done did it way before my time. A lot of these guys I profile, they old enough to be my father. I'm not getting mixed up into that shit. You know, people be saying real niggas this, real niggas that. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a real nigga. I'm a film director. You know what I mean? I'm a journalist. I'm not a real nigga. You know what I mean? That's y'all. That's something that y'all can't come up with. Y'all came up with the, you know, the real nigga title. Y'all say all the real niggas dead or in jail. I ain't going to neither one of them places, so I don't qualify to be a real nigga. Shout out to Haitian Jack. It is what it is, man. This is it. This infamous shirt. See, the girl that made the shirt, she misspelled Haitian, but this is the shirt. I got my point across. Everything worked out. You know, they say if you want something, you gotta like put it out there in the atmosphere. I claim this one.
Gully has made a name for himself, and his name been ringing bells in these streets for a long time. To be somebody like Gully, to run up in certain hoods, you have to have a certain status, you got to have a certain aura. It's about how you carry yourself. We already know the stories. The stories, prime example, Haitian Jack, like, we all heard the stories, but who got next to him? Nobody really got next to son. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so the day that we did the shoot, it was all about Gully and you know, what he had going on, and you know, just him finally being able to be behind the lens and saying, yo, this is who I am, this is how I started. And then I just really asked him, like, yo, you know, if you could interview anybody, who would you interview? And without a thought, like he didn't have to sit and simmer with it and say, like without a thought, he said, I want to interview Haitian Jack. And that was that.
Haitian Jack. Haitian Jack. Haitian motherfucking Jack. I would love to interview Haitian Jack. Haitian Jack has a big cloud of mystique around him. If you know the story behind him, he's a Brooklyn gangster. What would I ask Haitian Jack? I wouldn't ask Haitian Jack about Tupac or nothing like that. I would ask Haitian Jack about other gangsters, other guys that he ran with in the street. I would ask him about King Tut. I would ask him about Scooter Bowling. I would ask him about, you know, Demencio. Brooklyn is rich and has rich heritage when it comes to street gangsters. And Haitian Jack is like the hip-hop boogeyman. A lot of people scared to say that. Nigga, I just want to ask you a few questions, man. Do you want to get on my show? Simple as that. But yeah, Haitian Jack will be my ideal dream interview. I would walk through glass to interview Haitian Jack. Word.
You call this the Beverly Hills of the Dominican Republic?
Oh man, this the Beverly Hills, this the Malibu, the whole nine, baby.
This where you go to play at?
Yeah, this is where it happens, man. This is where Jay-Z, Beyonce, the Clintons, princes of Dubai, Saudi, the richest man in Canada lives here. You know, there's all kind of money here, old money, new money, and drug money.
Right.
It's all here, baby. You know? Everybody want to act like they squeaky clean. You know, but everybody got their hands in that paper.
Right.
You know? It is what it is, baby. Look at these trees. These 2 rows of coconut trees, man. It's the only way to live, baby.
Coconut trees?
Yeah, if you can't live like this, man, you know, you might as well jump in the nearest ocean. If you live in New York, that'll be the Hudson, the dirty Hudson River. You can have that shit. Let's go by the house real quick, and then I'm gonna come back over here and hang out by the pool area.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What you think, Judge? You think we should have went by the pool area first?
Yeah, because the light.
Yeah, we need the light. Let me swing back around.
Go straight. What do you
we
want?
can go straight, yeah. Then I'm gonna change. I'll change up and I want to change up for the day. Been in this outfit too long. Switch it up. Switch it up. My dude, this is where I be playing polo pony. You know?
You really play polo?
Yeah, I play polo pony. You know what I'm saying? One day when you come back, we don't have time today. You know, we go to horses over there.
Right.
Yeah. About 3 of them over there is mine. The other 3 is my partners. And then we're gonna look at the ladies riding around. They look like they want to go play golf. You know? They're in their golf cars chilling.
Left.
And left? Yeah, but I thought we was going to the by the thing.
But what?
Playa Minta.
Oh, it's that way still.
Straight?
Playa Minta's that way, yeah?
To the left?
Yeah, that way. I don't know
Okay.
Playa Minta, all that shit is over there.
You sure, bro?
I'm positive.
Nah, man.
Playa Minta's straight in the end of this road.
Nah. Playa Minta's over there by the pool. Oh, no, that's the hotel.
What's this thing you got with the sports cars and shit? And the song Against All Odds? That was one of the adjectives that Tupac used to describe you, fast cars.
Well, you know, he ain't lying about that part. He lied about everything else except that part.
Okay.
You know, I like fast cars, I like nice jewelry, but I don't buy it for people. I buy it for me because that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? That's the life that I'm accustomed to. So if a nigga don't like seeing me in nice cars and nice jewelry when he wake up in the morning, that's the same thing he wants, and he's a motherfucking hypocrite.
Right.
I mean, who don't want a nice car and nice jewelry? You feel me? You know? But I don't need it though. You feel what I'm saying? I don't need it to get no women or or get into a club. You know what I mean? My face is my passport to everything.
What was your first foreign?
My first car? Foreign
The
car?
first foreign, yeah.
I had a 733 BMW back in '84.
Okay.
Blue one.
In '84.
Yep. They was going for 84,000 then. Brand new. And then after that, we got the 750. We got the big body Benz. And then later on,
You told me you was one of the first in New York City that had a Q45 Infinity.
Yeah, I had two of them. I had a gray one and a black one. I just came home and I seen them. I liked them.
Yeah, the Inf was hot back then.
Yeah, I bought two, black and gray. You know, everybody's into Lexus. Yeah. I jumped in that Q45. What's up, Gully?
What we doing here, man? You looking like new money and shit?
Hey, man, this shit, man. It's hard on my budget, but I'm maintaining.
Tell me about our surroundings. What's this? What we doing right now?
Man, this is where the rich and famous hang out at. This is a beautiful pool area. You know, this is the beach. This is where it all goes down on New Year's Eve night. You know what I mean?
Oh, this be lit on New Year's Eve.
Man, you don't want to be nowhere else. I mean, forget Ibiza, forget Dubai. This is where it's at.
Right. Out of all the countries you done visited, tell me what's at the top of your list. Which one is your favorite? If you can go someplace right now, exclude the U.S., that's the obvious, but what's your favorite destination?
For me, it would be Italy.
Italy?
Yeah.
Is that because of the food and the designer clothes? What's it about?
It's all of it. The clothes, women, the way the old. I'm talking about old Italy when I say Italy.
Okay.
Where you go into someone's house and they cook for you. You understand? But Italy has everything: clothes, shoes, cars, you name it.
Okay. When can we expect to see the project that you put together with Benny Boone?
Sometime this year, hopefully before the summer, maybe around probably late April. You know?
Okay. That's still a few months up, maybe 4 or 5 months up.
Yeah.
What's up with the trailers? You gonna get a general public a peek at the trailer?
Yeah, at some point we're gonna let the tease out.
Okay. You called it a teaser.
Yeah. At some point.
I'm just out here trying to bring y'all a little truth to some misconceptions surrounding this man's name. That's how he got here. I'm just fortunate to be a part of this project. I was fortunate enough to be elected to produce and direct this project. It'll be on your PC, on your TV, on Netflix real soon. I'm the director. I'm just thanking everybody for keeping it gully, and I'm most certainly thankful for Haitian Jack for keeping it all the way gully with me. Dominican Republic.
Mira, Alfredo, muere. Alfredo,
What brand you smoke? You got a favorite stogie that you like?
What's the favorite one we like, Alfredo? The one that you have to join.
Oh, the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, show them that bunny.
Yeah.
The Playboy Mansion?
Yeah. It was made by Hugh Hefner. They don't make it anymore.
Oh, no doubt. He just passed away. Let me see that.
I'm in the cigar business. I'm producing right now in Nicaragua and here.
No doubt. No doubt. What's the name of the company? What's the name of the company?
Casa Pastora, Nicaragua.
What you specialize in? What's your signature stogie?
We're doing different types, robustos, lanceros, petit corona. We're gonna come out with the rings now in May, and we're starting exporting in Middle East, Saudi Arabia, and Bahrain.
Okay, no doubt. I think you got some admirers right here.
Sure, no problem.
Don't take the picture. They sent the kids.
Yeah!
Afraid of the big one. Don't take the picture.
Thank you. It's like with my uncle. When I thought I'm gonna start charging.
Let's get a joint. Let's get a toast, my dude.
Oh, no doubt. Good fellas. Jackpot. Jackpot. A lot of people, the media, people on the outside looking in, for some reason, they seem to have placed you, King Tut, Brian Glaze Gibbs, all together in a crew called the A-Team. Could you clear that up, man?
No, I've never been part of the A-Team. You know what I'm saying? Me and Tut is cool. Tut did his thing in East New York. I did my thing in Brooklyn. I only ran the Glaze one time, and that was in HDM in Rikers Island. That was it.
Right.
That's all I can tell you on that. You know what I'm saying?
We had a prior conversation where you were filling me in about you knew some of the original A-Team members.
Yeah, I spoke to one of the ringleaders who was one of the founders. Put it like that. Rick Martin.
Okay.
If you want to get real information on the A-Team, I'll put you in touch with Rick Martin. You feel me?
Yeah. Straight like that.
Straight like that.
How they managed to pair you and Tut together with this Tupac thing? Is it because both of y'all was mentioned on Against All Odds, so the general public assumed that y'all ran together?
That's probably what it is, man. To be quite honest with you, man, me or Tut had nothing to do with what happened with Pac and Quad. You feel me?
Right.
But the craziest thing about it, man, the two things I'm known for all around the world is the two most things I had nothing to do with. Number one, I had nothing to do with Pac getting set up at Quad. If it was me, I'd just tell you it was me.
Okay.
The statute of limitation ran out in 2001 on attempted murder. You feel me? It's a 7-year thing. I don't give a fuck about what a nigga think. I tell a nigga in his face if I set Pac up, because ain't nothing a bitch nigga could do about it.
Right.
The only thing I worry about is the law, my nigga. You feel me? Once the law can't do nothing to me, I don't give a fuck about what these niggas in the streets are saying, man. Because they can't see me, playboy. Cause they had 20 fucking 1 years to see me before I got dipped. Ain't nobody do a motherfucking thing. Pac had 2 years to talk about, you know what I'm saying? If he felt like I set him up or whatnot, he didn't do it till he died and he put the song out. If you felt that way, my nigga, you should have did it from the day you got out of jail. You should have had me up on Hit 'em Up, my nigga. You ain't do none of it, playboy. So you know your accusation is false, playboy. They gonna release a song when you dead. That mean they couldn't say it when you was alive because they knew it was alive.
Right. You told me in a prior conversation that you feel that Suge Knight had a hand in your...
I know Suge Knight had a hand in it. Because my nigga Zachary Ali, because Zach ain't afraid of Suge. He told me to say his name on his shit. He said, listen, Suge ran into me at the airport. And I told him I was going to see Haitian Jack. And Suge said, yeah, tell Jack I'm the reason he's famous. And Zach said, how's that? He said, I'm the one that told Pac to disrespect him on the song. But if, you told Pac to diss me, but y'all never put the song out till Pac died. That means both of y'all niggas are scared. Because you know you released that motherfucker, you'd have to see me, homie. Yeah.
You often, out of a lot of the New York City gangsters that me and you have discussed, you seem to be pretty fond of Scooter Bowen.
Oh, that's my man. That's my heart right there, playboy. You know, I'm praying every day that he come home. We working on it, you know what I'm saying? I hope Lou Hobbs come home too.
Right.
Good guy, he didn't deserve what he got the amount of time he gave. Lou never hurt nobody, you feel me? Right. Got a bunch of scumbag niggas on the street that shouldn't even be, honestly, they shouldn't be in jail, they should be dead. But they walking around this motherfucker. The simple fact is that they never did nothing to me on my niggas. One thing about my crew, nigga, we just not fucking around with you. We not fucking around with you, my nigga.
Right.
Fuck up over here, my nigga. We gonna air you the fuck out. Please believe me.
How did you meet Scooter?
I met Scooter in Elmira, man, in
Elmira?
Yeah, Elmira jail in 1982. He had a 2 to 6, and I think at the time I had a 2 to 4. We were young, we caught some quick little bids. I guess the time was too short, we didn't learn our lessons.
Right.
We ended up going back again for other bids, but other than that though, man, Scooter's a stand-up dude. I love him, man. I want him to come home and come down here and live with me. Enjoy some of this life right here, you feel what I'm saying? So
Do you send them guys pictures of this shit down here?
Because my nigga deserves this. When you've been through what me and Scoot have been through, we deserve this, homie. You know what I mean? This is our reward for going through motherfucking hell and back. You feel me?
Right. During your era in Flatbush, to my knowledge, a lot of the West Indian community is in Flatbush. Did you ever have any run-ins with anybody from the Shower Posse?
Yeah, one time I got into it with one of them, but God bless the dead, my man Bummy Chris was Shower, and he hang with us. And I got into it with a Shower nigga, love people one day. He's coming through the club, throwing shank on everybody, talking about shower. I guess he thought that was funny. You know, I slapped the shit out that
guy. Got champagne on you?
Yeah, and they ain't throw it on me though, but he was throwing it on everybody. When he got to me, I said, hey, who the fuck you think you doing, playboy? He said some slick shit out. He said, I slapped the shit out of him, and my niggas stomped him out. And then Bummy Chris called me the next day, said, yo, Jack, that was my nigga from the Bronx. I said, listen, Chris, the niggas in there throwing champagne on people, playboy. I mean, it's gangsters and love people, my nigga.
Yeah.
How far do you think he's gonna get before somebody stepped to him?
Right.
Well, we squashed the whole thing because Chris is my nigga. God bless him, man. I wish he was here. If you'd have met him, you'd have loved him. He's a lot of fun, baby. A lot of fun.
Tell me something about the legendary rooftop. The rooftop was in the movie Beat Street, right?
I don't remember. But I went to the rooftop a couple of times, man. Every time we went, we ended up shooting that shit up.
Gunplay every time.
Every time, man. You know, Brooklyn niggas do not like being around Manhattan niggas, Queens niggas, Long Island niggas, Bronx niggas. They don't even like being around Brooklyn niggas.
Right.
So whenever there's Brooklyn niggas, right? So it's always gonna be a problem. What do you say?
Yes. The difference with me is I'm not a star. I'm not a superstar struck asshole diva ass nigga.
Right.
I'm a dirty nigga. So that became a rapper. I'm not a rapper that's trying to play a hustler. I'm a hustler that's trying to be a rapper.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you know, we learn to be corporate, we learn to be business, but you have to understand what's embedded in me is street shit. And you have to know how to talk to a street nigga. You have to have the respect. There's a thing called code, and a lot of these niggas lost their code. And you have to check their ass.
Right.
And I think a nigga should be happy that if a nigga bust your head or slap shit out of you real fast, you should be happy for that.
Right.
Because you really could get a bullet in your head and you're not gonna come back no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm like your God. I slap shit out of you instead of killing you. So I allowed you to go home.
Right. Okay, the slapping thing, right? That's the slapping thing. That's my man Jack's signature and shit. I asked him about that when we was together on the island. Every story he told me when somebody got out of pocket, he slapped the shit out of somebody.
Cause they need a box, yo. Some niggas just need a box. You didn't hear on the Flip Mode album, you run to a box. Yeah, niggas need a box sometimes, yo.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I never met so much niggas that if you're so tough, you can just run off his mouth, run off your mouth, and you act like you Voltron or something, like it can't happen to you. Some niggas deserve to get boxed, and they should be happy to just get boxed and wake them up a little bit and make them be different next time.
Right.
Because a nigga could give you a bullet in your face, like for real. I watch niggas get rinsed in their face, the whole clip.
He said rinsed.
Yeah. Watch a nigga rinse a whole clip in the nigga face. Till the fucking clip will be like, yeah, watch that. Because he was running his mouth. If you remember any nigga that you grew up with or whatever, you know, we all know a bunch of hustlers. We all know a bunch of killers. Really look back.
Right.
Any of the nigga that really got murdered, he's a running his mouth ass nigga. Played himself too much ass nigga. And the real nigga that did get murdered, got set up,
right.
He got set up by those kind of niggas.
Right.
You dig?
True that. You from Church Ave?
Dirty, yes. Church Ave on the way, baby.
That's where you met Haitian Jack?
Oh, yeah, we all live in the same neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's a 5 block, 2 block, 20 block, 30 block radius, nigga, we neighbors.
So you knew him when he was on the bike and shit?
I knew when he was not growing his waves, nigga. he was going to middle school, nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Right. And that's my man. As much as they say they were Jack snitch. All right, bring me the paperwork.
Yeah, I ain't seen that yet.
Bring me paperwork.
It's only been
Jack
25
snitch,
years.
bring me paperwork, because all your niggas, they say you snitching. I know your paperwork, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I read paperwork, nigga. You, Jack snitch,
25 years, and nobody, no journalist, nobody got no paperwork on.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, find it on my nigga.
He did what he did.
Okay.
Gully.
My nigga did what he did. He said he did what he don't give a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. And I'm keeping it real. I'll tell
you what he doing, do there.
I'll tell everybody right now.
Right.
That shooting they said with Pop, Jack has something to do with it?
Right.
Never that.
I already told.
Never that. Jack, let me tell you what Jack would have did. Jack would have seen Pop by himself in boxing, and that would have been that. He'd have boxed Pop, and that's it. My niggas already, my niggas slapped the shit out of, what the boy out there from Harlem? The little one that snitch? Alpo.
Oh.
My niggas slap Alpo. Yeah, he tried to do that shit to my niggas. They boxed that nigga. Yeah, dirty. In Lacey's, in a roller rink called Lacey's, nigga. Yeah. Only gangsters know about that place. Yeah, that's the borderline of Queens and Long Island.
That's New York shit.
Yeah, man. It's like, yeah, Long Island and Queens borderline. Lacey's was a rink.
Right.
Yeah.
The Shower Posse ever come through Church Avenue?
Yeah, the Shower Posse all over Church Avenue like roaches.
They all through there.
You know what I'm saying? We knew a couple of them too. Everybody, man. You know, I just felt like the littlest nigga in that whole shit. Everybody older than me and everybody taller than me, nigga.
Right.
I was like a hydrant at them times, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I knew how to make the money.
Right.
I never stole nothing. Never short a crumb.
Right.
I was always on time.
Right.
Got locked up, didn't say nothing. Did my little time. While everybody getting 10 years, I got 6 months. Cause you asked me if I know, and then they held me for like 5 months, asking me questions, and 6 months was my sentence. Cause the 5 months I don't know. How you gonna ask me if I know Jack? You know I know Jack, cause Jack lived 2 blocks away from me. So you know I know Jack. But what Jack do, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Cause that's why my OGs still call my phone up to this day. Cause I've always been a thorough nigga. I stick to the script.
You missed me coming out. Yeah, man, this is the life right here, baby.
What body of water is this?
The Pacific. We're in Coffee Copper right now with Gully TV. With boy Haitian Jack, about to give a big shout out to my nigga Supreme for the Supreme team. I love you, homie. I know you got the will. If there's a way, I know I'm gonna see you again. And we're gonna walk these same beaches together, my brother. I love you, homie. Stay up.
No doubt. No doubt. The nightclub Love People, was that
Love People was
a spot that attracted people from the islands?
Yeah, all the gangsters from Brooklyn went to Love People.
Okay.
It's one of them spots where if you was getting money, that's what you was in there. If you was a killer, killers that was getting money. It wasn't too many. It was really any punk inside Love People.
Okay.
You had the Shower Posse would come certain nights. You have niggas from Veer. You have niggas from Crown Heights, Ebbetsfield. You have niggas from my hood, Flatbush, because this club was in Flatbush. But before the club was a club, it was a funeral parlor.
Okay.
And what's ironic about it is that niggas got killed outside that club every given day. Friday, Saturday night, a nigga got murdered, and they never shut that club down.
You said guys from the Veer. You're talking about Vanderveer, right?
Yeah, Vanderveer. The thing about Vanderveer, man, it's grimy. Most niggas who come out of there are grimy and sneaky.
It's Jimmy Henchman from Vanderveer.
Yeah, absolutely. He's the absolute product of Vanderveer.
Poster child?
Yeah, poster child from Veer. Sneaky, no morals. You know what I mean? I know what to say about that piece of shit, my nigga. Be honest with you. He ain't even worth me even talking about, my
Say
nigga.
no more.
He know what he is.
No doubt. So you and Preem, y'all got a history. That's your guy from way back.
Preem is love, man. Preem is a stand-up nigga, real nigga, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to his nephew Prince. Stand-up niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? That whole family must be something in that bloodline, man. I mean, you know, Preem, every time I talk to him, he don't even act like he got life sentences.
Right.
I spoke to him last week. You think the nigga was coming home the way he's talking to me.
What was it like when y'all encountered each other in streets?
I mean, it was nothing but love. Preem's a real nigga, homie. I don't really know any Brooklyn nigga that ain't got no love for Preem. School's got mad love for him. I got mad love for him. It don't matter if no other nigga in Brooklyn ain't got no love for him, because if they fuck with him, we gonna check the situation. You feel me?
No doubt. What you said he was driving when you met him?
A nice ass white 850 Beamer, man. That shit was beautiful, dog. Like, it was some shit that I ain't never seen. That shit was exotic, dog. Like, and the nigga put me in the car, and you know, I was a little movie and, you know, wild, you know what I mean? So I was into, you know what I mean, looking around and shit, and I seen the fucking New York Times. And when I looked down, I seen the article about Tupac. So I got interested in that shit. And he was like, yo, player. He was like, yeah, I'm in the news about shit and you don't even know about it. And I was like, I didn't hear it because I was still reading. But I heard what he said because I remembered it. But I'm not the type of nigga that gonna say nothing about what he's saying. I know what you're saying, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's your business.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was reading because, you know, I was interested in Tupac's music. You know what I mean? I came up, you know, with Left Eye. Left Eye had put me on and she was fucking with Tupac. I was signed to Dallas Austin in 1993. So it was around 1993, 94. I met Haitian Jack in the studio. He was coming through and people was basically preparing me for his entrance. They was like, yo, you know what I mean? Yo, be chill. Such and such this dude right now and that's coming in. Basically, he ain't to be fucked with him. I was like, man, I don't give a fuck. Such and such, such and such. Boom. And then he came in, and I don't know what happened after that, but I know like the next day, I seen the nigga, and he invited me to come in the car. And he had a white 850. You know, that shit was motherfucking a beautiful car. I sat up in that motherfucking, and basically, we you know.
But yeah, it was a 850.
It was an 850. It was a white, yeah. That was, you know what I mean? A white 850. Nigga, we got in it. We sat inside. We talked, nigga, and it was it.
So he came to Dallas Austin studio.
Yeah.
To visit.
Yeah, that was his people.
What year was this?
Around 93 or some shit like that.
Like 93?
Yeah.
What do he look like?
He's a light-skinned nigga like me. You know what I mean? Short nigga. He's a nigga. You know what I mean? My family, like, you know what I mean? He's, put it like that, man. He's a New York nigga. I'm from Philly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I've been around this type of shit all my life.
This is what I was reaching for you to say, like the type of person or the type of the level of, you know, the level of alleged, I don't know, predatory shit, you know.
Now, I don't want to talk about his problems and shit like that though.
Right. What's his problems?
whatever his problem is with Pop,
Nah, I ain't want to talk about
or
Tupac.
no shit like that, like I don't get involved in that. And I don't know him to say nothing bad about Jack, because Jack ain't never did nothing bad to me.
Right. I just wanted to know how you met him, though.
I met that nigga through Dallas Austin.
Okay, so how'd it go? Just go from the top for me.
I met him. I met him. He came through the studio. They was preparing. Alright, when they motherfucking was preparing, I basically was.
When you say preparing, what was they cleaning up the studio?
No, nigga, they was scared of him. Them niggas is scared. You know what I mean? They was scared of the motherfucker.
I thought you said that they was friends with him. They was cool with him.
Scared friends, nigga. The fuck?
Oh shit. Okay, so everybody was kind of like on edge.
Yeah.
Alright.
But I was like
But you
already in my zone.
You didn't know him at the time.
I was 13. Like what? I'm 13. I'm not worried about what he gonna do. Murder a kid or some shit like that.
Right.
The fuck? You bitch ass niggas is crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man. Okay.
What?
I got what I needed.
Yeah.
I just needed you to keep it gully, man, because we done talked about this before on camera.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
When we sat down and when I told you that this was for the Haitian Jack movie, it seemed like you when I cut the camera on, you kind of braced yourself.
Yeah, because we had situations that I felt like, you know what I mean, he was threatening me sometimes.
So I met Shorty and I went up to 90 when I came home, and I went up to Baltimore like around 91, yeah. Yeah, when I met Shorty, she said she from Baltimore, and I said, you know, one of my niggas want to come out there and do some work. You know, baby, I might want to come out there, give me a number. She's like, yeah. She said, come on, I got a place for you to stay, everything. I said, oh yeah, okay, cool. Get out there, my nigga. We go in a hotel. Shorty give me a badass suite. Get my man and them some sweet, bring bitches for the niggas to fuck. And she treated them bitches like they were nothing. She's like, your friends want to fuck? My friends right there? She said, which one they want? I said, they want down. She said, all right. She told them, bitches, yo, go with them. Go in that room with them. And they just did whatever she said.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in there blowing her back out. She's telling me, oh, I love you. Whatever you want, I get for you here. I said, I need some apartments, rental cars, strips. I got my crew. Brought my niggas out there, man. We start laying every goddamn thing down and said, listen, nigga, get down or lay down, baby. That's what it is here. I mean, ain't no freelancing going on, my nigga. You work for us or you don't work. Yeah. It was vicious, my nigga. Vicious. That bitch seen us lock down the biggest strip over. We took Edmondson over, my nigga.
Edmondson?
Yeah, think about the New York niggas who came through there in 90, 91 and took Edmondson, man. That was us.
That's a block? That's a strip or a project?
No, ain't no, listen, man. It's about 20 blocks.
Oh my goodness.
We took the whole straight down from one end to the next. We went from block. Giving niggas the business.
Right.
By the time we got to the 15th or 16th block, niggas already heard and it was like, yeah, man, whatever y'all want, man, we cool. What y'all want me to do? Tell nigga, you ain't selling red tops no more, nigga. Baby blue from now on.
Baby.
Gully TV was shaking, B. Yo, the funniest part about this story is this some shit that he might not even remember, but I never forgot, B. Yo, we was signed to Relativity like 90, 98, late 98 and shit. Us in a group called Femme Fatale, we was like the last group signed to Relativity before they got bought out and shit. Fat Joe was signed there, Bone Thugs, like we was on and popping. So they had us in the studios, plus shit, you know what I'm saying? So like we'd be in the A room and Femme Fatale be in the B room. We'd be in the B room, Femme Fatale be in the A room, shit like that, you know, the studio shit. So
They come through one day, we there. They like, yo, Ant. I was going by the name, man, Arrogant saying, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm Tom Gist, but same motherfucker. So we, they come in, they like, yo, Ant, we want you to meet our man Jack, our manager Jack. So I'm like, oh, all right, what's going on, kid? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Good. He dolo, you know what I'm saying? Had to watch on. Watch was fire, I could tell, you know what I'm saying? But we go in the studio, we working, you know what I'm saying? We playing joints, going back and forth, everybody talking, joking, laughing. We there for hours, kicking it. So they put a joint on that we did, shit called 99. That shit was crazy. That shit had the studio going wild, niggas, you know what I'm saying? So the shit go off, and nigga Jack, he like, yo, that shit is fire. He like, yo, I want that song for the girls. So I'm like, word? He like, yeah. I'm like, yo, how much you want to pay for it? That's love, you know what I'm saying? He like, oh, nah, I don't want to pay for it. I just want the song for the girls. So immediately my face like, the fuck? And my man stepped in, he like, yo, oh, now you want that joint? That's nothing, kid. You can have that. It's love, you know what I'm saying? And my man ain't no slouch. I'm like, what the fuck going on? So you know how my man hit me with the, you know how a nigga hit you with the, yo, come talk to me outside, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So we go like right outside the studio, you know what I'm saying? It's like a little lounge and shit, but we ain't go far. We like right there, right outside the door. So I'm like, yo, my nigga, what the fuck going on? You just gonna let the nigga take our fucking song? He like, yo, you know who that is? I'm like, yeah, that's their man Jack. That's their manager Jack. He like, no, that's Haitian Jack. And I was like, Tupac Haitian Jack? And then nigga, like, they must have heard us on the inside of the studio because nigga start laughing. He was like, yeah, Tupac Haitian Jack. So I'm like, oh, shit. He was like, yo, I know it feel like some strong arm shit, but it's some strong arm shit with love. So I'm young. I'm a fucking teenager. I'm like, yo, what the fuck that mean? He like, yo, listen, give him that song. He the type of nigga that ain't gonna forget that. So come back around, time should come, you should ever need him, he got you. And if shit get crazy, he's the nigga you want on your side when shit get crazy. So I'm like, oh, okay. So we go back in the studio, and it's like, nothing ever happened, it's love, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got that, you understand. We go back to laughing, joking, talking, politics, you know, same shit. But I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, yo, this nigga's the real, this nigga's Kaiser Sose for real. Like, the nigga don't come across like who he is, you know what I'm saying? The chest ain't poking out, ain't showing guns, he ain't, nigga just regular in the cut low. But, you know, he is who he is, you know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there like, damn, that shit is crazy. Come back a week later, nigga, they had that song recorded, mixed, and mastered on everything. I was like, yo, they had the notebook, the session, they had the real everything. You know what I'm saying? They got that shit done, man. And that was fucking 98. That's 20 years ago. The next time I saw him was on the preview for the, you know what I'm saying? On your shit for the joint, you know what I'm saying? Nigga looked the same. Brolic, cool, laid back. Same shit, man. So salute him, salute Gully TV. Talk gets better days out now, my nigga. Holla at me, bro.
Yo, well, we've came to the end of our journey for now. Between the beginning of this project and now, of course, my relationship with Haitian Jack changed. In a nutshell, we no longer too much, you know, speak or communicate. This is why. Instead of Jack dealing with me in terms of, you know, just let me do my documentary thing, he wanted to pry into my personal business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wanted to pry into my personal business. He wanted to give opinions on my personal business. He wanted what he said out of his mouth to affect me personally. And he had me all fucked up, like I told him. We're going to have a part 2. I ain't done with y'all on this Haitian Jack saga. I believe I gave y'all enough for now. But in a nutshell, I'm gonna save it for part 2. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. Follow me on Instagram at @TheRealGullyTV. There's more to come. The story ain't over. Prison prepared me to deal with all types of people, all types of personalities, and I was very, very highly skilled at dealing with the bully species. What I mean by that is this: every jail that I went to, you would encounter a guy or a group of guys who felt that their reputation was enough. You dig? They felt that their reputation preceded them to the point that everybody should buy it. These guys who carry like this, I noticed that a lot of times they expect the reputation to be enough. You dig what I'm saying? They expect it to be enough. And for some niggas, it's enough to convince them. I ain't one of them niggas. I made it a practice of any institution that I was in, I would always immediately identify the tough guys. The nigga who thought he was the shit. You know what I mean? The guy who everybody was following behind. It's a guy like this in every jail. I would identify this nigga because this is the nigga who had I'm a fucking bust. You dig? This cuts a lot of red tape. Instead of, you know, having these problems with all these random different niggas, you split the motherfucker head in position. And me and Jack, us meeting, us doing this documentary together, it was like a match made in heaven. It was the superior of I don't know, two opposite forces, so to speak. You know what I mean? But the program, the shit that he used to putting down on niggas, I didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. It's one thing when a nigga got a gun on you, you know what I'm saying? But when a nigga expect his reputation to be enough, you dealing with the people who you trying to impose this shit on. You dealing with less than a man. You dealing with entertainers and rappers. You dig? I'm not a rapper and I'm not an entertainer. You dig? So, you know, Jack got this personality where he's like a dictator. You know what I mean? I noticed that early on in debates or in conversation with him. You didn't want to oppose his opinion too much because it's going to get more intense as you go along. So you kind of like, oh yeah, that's how it went. Okay, cool. I learned how to deal with him. But at the same time, I never put out of my mind everything I heard about him. You dig what I'm saying? When you got all types of people saying that this nigga's a bad person, that this nigga's a piece of shit, you know what I mean? Everybody ain't the fuck lying. So I always held him in a certain regard, but at the same time, my instincts to survive is very real. You dig what I'm saying? And I wasn't going to let him change my format. I believe he told somebody, vibes are stronger than pictures. I'm just going to let it all hang out. I believe he told somebody that he could make me take a video down off my platform. I had a video that had some controversy attached to it. And he wouldn't let up off this video. The video had nothing to do with him, but he just kept going back to this video, talking about this video, and he wanted me to remove this video. I believe he went and stepped to a group of people and told them that he could have me take this video down. That's what I believe in my heart. Because there was no other reason for him to be, you know, chiming in or having an opinion about this fucking video. But anyway, that was our differences. He wanted me to do something that I wasn't going to do. I didn't understand what the fuck was his objective in even trying to tell me to remove a video from my platform that had nothing to do with him. It had nothing to do with Tupac. Jack ain't been in the United States in over 10 years. He don't know what the fuck is going on over here. And I'm going to run Gully TV the way I want to. So, it's going to be a part 2. I ain't done. I got more for y'all. This shit is going to get realer. So, this is what happened. This is where shit went left field. He texted me one day, and he said something like, Jamil, I asked you to take that video down. I'm starting to have second thoughts about you. Some shit. Second thoughts about you. Some old shit like that. Like he was implying like I wanted to be down with him or some shit like that. Or like I didn't understand. What the fuck you mean you having second thoughts about me, nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? I ain't showed you nothing but the utmost respect. Everything that you asked me to do, I've done it for you. You know what I'm saying? We took care of our business in the Dominican Republic since I got back to the States. You know what I'm saying? I've handled, you know, different, you know, little moves for him on, you know, on his behalf and shit. You know what I'm saying? And you having second thoughts? Who the fuck you think you talking to? That's how I took it, straight up. Like, you challenging my integrity. Did you just question my? I don't even play that type of shit, especially from another man. Who the fuck is you? So that was like that right there. That put a barrier, around my communication with him. I didn't want to talk to him no more and shit. I knew right then and there he had me way fucked up. It happens to me all the time because I'm a journalist and the position that I'm in. But nah, hell nah.